here. I'm going to push go live. If you guys are just joining us, hello, hello, hello. I am waiting for Instagram to give me permission to go live over here as well. It's not wanting to. There we are. Okay, go live. All right, we are live on Instagram now, and we're live on YouTube. Hello, Anjelik.
Hi.
Hello, everyone who's joining us. Hi, Empress and Minal and Zamira and Molly and Rafael. Hello, Jacelyn, everybody. I am so excited to talk to Anjelik, one of my sweet mamas from inside of my student community and our membership. I've been talking to all the moms this week, Anjelik, and we've been laughing so hard at how off the wall y'all are inside the membership. I have the most unique mama membership in the world.
We're ruthless. It's really fun.
It is so much fun. I'm so excited. For those of you guys who are just joining, tonight we opened up the doors to Fearless Birth Experience. So if you have not joined Fearless Birth Experience now and you're watching on Instagram, reply or add a comment with the word fearless and you can get signed up. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, go to labornursemama.com/fearless and get signed up, and then join us in the inside so you can get a little taste of how nutso we are. Right?
Yeah, nutso is really nice.
We're something else. It's so funny. I'm so excited. So I'm going live inside the Fearless Birth group right after this just to welcome everyone and tell them like kind of the agenda. Okay, so today we're going to chat about your birth and your experience inside of Labor Nurse Mama. And what I want you to do is just tell everyone who you are, what number baby, how you found us, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, so I am 3 months postpartum. I just with my first baby. So Francesco was born on June 4th, and he was a blessing. It's just been amazing. I found you way too late, first of all. I was like 32 weeks pregnant when I met you, and
and she's saying that's way too late. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that.
So yes, I was like 32 weeks pregnant when I had seen the Fearless Birth Experience like ad pop up, and I was like, I had said, oh, like I'll be fine. I don't need anything. Like typical person that goes through your course thinking, oh yeah, I don't need this. It's fine. I'll figure it out. I don't need a plan. Very quickly realized, yes, I do. Did the VIP thing like second day. I was like, I'm doing this.
I remember you on the Hangout calls.
Yes. And then boom, bought the course. At first, I'm like, hey, I'll just do this free thing and I'll be set for no, that didn't happen.
It's just a smidge. It's just a taste of how powerful knowledge and mindset is. It's not the full shebang.
No, it was, and I was like, I need more. I need more because knowledge is power. I learned that very quickly. So I was like, I was with my husband when one of the lives, and I was like, I need to get this course, and he's like, get it.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love him.
So he was like, get it. Like, how much is it? Insurance will pay for it. So
I know, it's like a no-brainer. That's the funny thing. I mean, some insurance companies are pains in the arses. I mean, let's be real.
Yes.
But if you're a squeaky wheel and you keep bugging them and submitting it, they should reimburse you for your class enrollment if they do reimburse. And most of them do. And what I love about my course is it's legit a no-brainer.
Yes. And I felt like I was like, oh, this is just very informative. And I went through all the courses again. I kind of had to go a little quickly. Did my labor bat signal, did all that fun stuff. And I still found like that was one of the best things that I could have done for myself for my
labor bat signal.
Yes. Labor bat signal. And just like knowing what an induction was going to look like prior to that, because I got induced. And that was like my decision. It wasn't their decision. It was
which we support.
Yes.
We support whatever you guys, that's what I love. Cause a lot of times I'll get like some rude comments or DMs and they're like, all inductions aren't bad. All cervical exams aren't bad. And I'm like, you're right. I
Yeah.
know that. I know.
Yeah.
But it is bad if she's not being given an option.
Correct. Yeah.
So anything that can be good can also be bad if you don't have a choice in the matter.
And that's the most important thing, that I felt that I had a choice in my induction. I had a
Mhm.
choice in the things that I did. I was confident walking in there,
Yeah,
and just being like, nope, I felt so at peace walking in.
I love that.
It was because I had like known, one of the biggest things then the reason why I like decided to take your course was because you had been a labor delivery nurse, but you were also like, hey, yes, these things are always necessary, like, but let's remove that, the medical stuff sometimes, like,
Yeah.
and that's why I did it. I was like, I need both.
Well, I had a student a couple years ago. She's like, "You're crunchy with the side of medical," and I can appreciate that. And I
Yes.
love that because it's true. Because like I love my skills as a labor and delivery nurse. Like I get pumped up when I'm working in the hospital, and like if you need me, I love that I can do those things. But if you don't need me, I need to
Yeah.
step back. And that's what I love about my course, because I think my course is very much, which I have home birth and birth center
Mm-hmm.
students all the time, because birth is birth no matter where it happens. But
Natural process.
yeah, I do love to be able to empower you guys to understand what a labor nurse knows. Do you feel like you went in knowledgeable and understood the whole thing?
Oh yeah, no, that I feel like a lot of us say this, but that they kept asking me if I had medical experience or I was in the
I
field.
do you guys hear her? Do you hear her? Where are my Instagram people? They say this all the time.
They're like, "Oh, you
Make
must be in the
sure,
medical field."
if you guys are watching this on Instagram, hit the heart and share this with a pregnant mom, because this is really important.
Yeah,
So important. Okay, so you go in, you know as much as I know.
yeah.
And can you explain the labor bat signal to everyone in your own words? Like how would you explain it to a friend?
Oh my gosh, it's basically like a support system anywhere between, like, I think we started at what, 36 weeks, I
Mhm.
think,
Yeah.
up until postpartum. I used it mostly during the pregnancy side and really
Yeah.
used it during postpartum, but I still think that it's still so
Oh,
important.
and you missed out.
I did.
Because most of the people who use it during postpartum, like, oh my goodness, because that's when Ashley really jumps in, and she's a postpartum doula.
Yeah.
So,
I was just in the chat more so than on the side thing.
which
That's
is
what it
okay as
was.
long as you're getting support.
Yes, that's what it was. I felt
Yeah.
like I might as well just like ask in the
Yeah.
chat. People asked in the like postpartum chat and
So
Telegram.
you're saying even just for the 4 weeks before delivery, or however long you are, that's worth the fee.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would ask you, like, I would give you guys updates, and like when I was going through this whole turmoil of like, do I do the induction? Do I do not?
Yeah.
I kind of like put it into words in the chat, and you guys were like 100% supportive. You were so informative on like everything and any questions that I had.
I
Um,
love that.
so I loved that.
Yeah.
And honestly, during labor, it was like my favorite part. um,
It's such a comfort. It
yeah,
really is. Like I was you've heard me say before, when I was a doula for Ashley in May, I was using her labor bat signal with the doulas. Like it's just nice to have that reassurance and
yeah.
support.
And like I had my husband take over, and I was like, hey, so like whatever birth partner you have, like that was just the best thing. And I was like, hey,
Mhm.
go to this chat
Yeah.
and like tell them what's going on, because
Yeah.
you're not in a mindset to be like, let me text them. Like,
No. I
um,
did your husband come to the partner class I did? I thought so. I need to
yes,
do another one of those and get the girls to bring their guys, because it is such a, like, it's so good to get them familiar with us and able, like, show them how to use the Telegram and get into the labor bat signal. We've had a lot more dads doing that now, which I really like.
no,
So
it was my favorite thing. And he even said it too, like just having that like quick class beforehand, or just being in that thing that we did. Like he was
yeah,
like, he felt comfortable just like popping into the phone, like
Yeah.
messaging you guys, and it was so useful because he
Yeah.
even
I need to do it. I need to do another one like that for the
you
dads.
do. You
Yeah,
should.
because there was only like 4 or 5 couples that came out of all of you guys. And it was so good. Okay, so let me ask you a couple intentional questions because we're going to stay on here for another like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel the biggest predominant thing that you were feeling about your birth prior to coming into my world?
I just didn't know what to expect. And was like, it was I was super healthy. Nothing was going on. There weren't any issues. So me personally, I felt like I didn't need the information, and I was like, oh, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's nothing wrong. I have no issues. I have no gestational diabetes. Nothing like that. So at the beginning, I didn't feel like I needed anything, and this kind of proved me wrong. So good
Yeah.
job on you.
Yeah.
That was like my biggest thing.
And then once you came into, like, as soon as you took Fearless Birth Experience, what do you think was the predominant change for you, even before you started taking the classes?
The ice thing, that still
Someone
sticks
else
in.
just said that the same thing this week. Yeah.
The ice thing was literally was like, I need to see like what all of her tactics are.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm gonna go into this as natural as possible. And it's like, no, you gotta change the way your statements are, blah, blah, blah. And that I was like, all right, I just need the whole thing to really encompass and like prepare myself for what's going to happen and not just like wing it.
Yeah. Winging it is not a good plan
No.
at all.
That was my
Okay.
plan.
So, what about after you took the classes? Like, what was your favorite part of the classes, do you feel? Or has it been a minute?
It's been a minute, but the affirmations and just like the information of like every single type of thing that can happen during birth at a hospital was some of the most informative things and I still remembered everything. Just the medical side of things. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know any of it. I didn't know what like a catheter. I'm like, that's supposed to be like in the urethra, and you're like, no, this is what happens.
Yeah.
So just like the medical sides of things,
Yeah.
me knowing that, like the knowledge is like going into it. Like, okay, if they mention something, it's not like the white coat,
Syndrome.
yeah, that you get. Um,
Yeah.
so I felt like walking into my birth, like I just knew anything that they were talking about, like I would know.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, what has been your favorite part of the postpartum community?
Oh
By
my
the way, I was editing your dance today.
God. Yes, that was great. He was
I'm
like in there.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna post that later. So,
I'm so excited to see the
yeah,
results. But yeah,
yeah,
the chat was just like venting. Everyone's always venting. Everyone's always up at some point at night when you're struggling, like
yeah.
newborn phase, someone's gonna be
Except for me, because I don't have a baby.
yeah. But
I
someone
am not
in
up,
that
but
chat.
someone is. Yeah,
Always. Always. And even like if I'm not up during that time, like I always respond. People we're responding at the craziest times at night.
yeah. Because you guys are breastfeeding.
Correct. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm up
What
like,
are some of your most favorite conversations from the postpartum chat?
oh my gosh. So I didn't think I would ever be into baby wearing. And that is like one of my favorite
I need
topics.
to start selling that stupid thing that Ashley is always.
Yes. The Hope and Plum. You gotta like buy some
Yeah,
of their stuff and
I'm literally I'm making a note to myself
stuff.
right now that my entire community is buying from them. They need to like work with me.
There's like 5 of us, I think, at this point.
I know.
And we're always talking about it. We were looking at the new prints and stuff. Yeah. Like baby wearing, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just use the wrap once or twice. And I think the confidence in baby wearing has been really nice in the chat. And just the breastfeeding, I didn't think I would last as long as I have. And I'm still very much successful in it.
So, what has been the funniest chat that you've seen in there?
Discovering that gifts are a thing. I didn't know how to send a GIF in the Telegram. We were all just like, hold on. And then we're all
I saw them. The milk gifts, like the milk conversation. What happened there?
Oh man. I don't even
That
remember. There's
was,
so many conversations that we've
I
had
know.
here now.
It's so funny. Have you bonded with any particular moms in the group that you talk with outside of the group?
Not yet. I gotta do
No,
more about
that
that.
is something I recommend because we've had several of our moms connect with one another and then connect outside. And like even some have flown to be like meet each other.
There's a few of us in Virginia. There's like
Yeah.
four of us, and I'm like, why don't we? But all in different
You,
parts, and
yeah.
we all need to get
Well,
together.
I know like when Ashley was a student and a member, not on my team, her and Elizabeth met up and I feel like she met someone else. And of course, I went to her birth. I flew to Boston to go to Kayla's wedding. So, yeah. And then I've met Jennifer and I've met Chelsea in person.
I
I
gotta
love
do
it.
more.
I want to have a get together in Nashville.
I
Like,
already told my husband.
yeah, I want to do it. I do want to do it. I was thinking I'm going to rent like a big Airbnb and then we all just like crash and hang out. It'd be so much fun, right?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
love it. Okay, so let me think. What would you say to someone who is considering the classes but is like, I'm only, 12 weeks pregnant. Maybe it's too soon. What she
It's
shook
not
her
too
head no
soon.
already.
No, it's not too soon. Oh my gosh, I wish I had joined it earlier because I feel like I was prepared for the birth, but I feel like having the community like way before would have
Mm,
just been an added bonus.
yeah.
Like
I
I
want
wish
everybody to hear this. Everyone to hear this. Like these moms have like I've not prepped them for this call in any way at all.
no.
And every single one this week has said, I wish I would have joined earlier because of the community, not because of Labor Nurse Mama's golden birth course, but the community and the membership.
Yes, 100%. It's
It's
been
worth 19 bucks a month, isn't it?
that's the thing. It's like 19 bucks a month, and like you get to chat with people who are dealing with the same
And
exact.
all the workshops,
Yeah,
all that we've got our mindset coach who works. Do you go to Cycle Breakers at all? Have you
I
gone?
do. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we've got the postpartum hangouts. We've got the
Yes.
pregnancy hangouts. It is seriously like one of my business coaches is like, why are you only charging 19 a month? And I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
But I love it so much because a lot of you guys aren't, maybe not going back to work or having a second income. So I wanted it to be affordable, but also super valuable.
Yeah, I agree. I am back to work, but I still would pay for it if I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'd
I
make it
mean,
work.
it really is worth it. Give up a couple Starbucks,
I
ladies.
was just
It's
gonna
worth,
say,
yeah, it
I
is worth your
was
mental health
gonna
and the fun and just, yeah, I just love it. And I love
yes.
my team. Like Ashley and Allison are just amazing. Hannah, she doesn't really get into the community. She handles like more Instagram, but we have
Mhm.
the most amazing team. And I love the diversity in my team because like today, I mean, I sent a reel to them because I am not from the country. And I was like, what is this? And they were like, that is bull testicles. And I was like, what? Because I'm from Florida, you guys. Why are people eating those?
I I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I'm
But
okay.
Allison was like making fun of me because I don't know what it is. My husband knew what it was. I was like, that is legit one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know that I want to see it.
You
So
would have to pay me millions to do something like that. Millions, not thousands. I don't think I could do it.
I don't I don't know
This
what
guy was making them like cheese balls.
Oh, that I've seen that video.
So bad. I didn't no idea what that was. I thought legit it was some kind of weird cheese.
Mm,
I get
okay.
schooled. My members school me because I'm old.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So, what about someone who is later in the pregnancy, like Kayla, who joined us the night before her induction?
Oh my
It's
gosh.
still worth it, don't you think?
No, 100%. Just
Yeah.
like I honestly was just every single day, and I'm like that. I got the one of the courses that is like for the birth partners.
Yeah. The birth coach.
Yeah, the birth coach made him sit through that.
Yeah.
And that alone was like super worth it too, because he
Yeah.
is a nervous Nelly. Love my husband, but he is a full on nervous Nelly. So that made him feel a little bit better walking into something too.
That's so funny that you said
Yeah.
that, because I've had a lot of students who their partner is more the nervous person than them.
Oh,
And
oh
I'm like, bring them into my world, please. I
yeah.
will take care of that.
And that was like, that alone was like worth
Yeah.
it to me because
I need to talk to the team. Ashley, Allison, if you're watching, we need to schedule another workshop for the partners to come and ask questions.
that was so valuable.
I love it.
But even just the like the course that you had was
Yeah.
just super valuable.
Well, have you upgraded to the 1 year? You need to do the 1 year.
I got to talk to my husband about it because he's like $20 a month, and I'm like, but 197 one time.
That's $16 a month. You get 2 months free. Yeah, and you get a cute little hoodie or a little sweatshirt.
That's what I said. Like, I want the hoodie.
I can't wait for the pajama party.
I'm
Oh my gosh.
excited.
I am so excited. We're going to have to, like, for the postpartum mamas, we can have a little bit of wine. Allison's planning some things. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming today. You know, I adore you. I love you. I know it's so funny. Like, I was telling my husband, I have manifested the most incredible women inside of our community. Like, I manifested you all, and you're all amazing. Well, I will see you inside Fearless Birth this week.
Yes,
And cheering
absolutely.
us on. I'm so excited. Thank you.